So when you first log on to Blackboard, you'll be taken to what's called the home page. And the nice thing about the home page is it has a list of your to-dos. And you can see what's due today, tomorrow, later this week, and in this case, since we're just beginning the class, what's due in the future. You can start out by going to current week, and right now that'll take you to week 1, so that shows you my introduction video, a video with some examples about things we're doing this week. A lot of times there'll be slides or notes that I've made from previous semesters. The best way to introduce yourself to the material is to go to the learning modules first. So you can see that learning modules for weeks 1 and 2, it's best to go in order from top to bottom, and you'll click on this and it'll take you to the module. So there's things to read, quizzes, right? So you can see your running score up here. You need to get 70% to count as passing, and you get 2 attempts on each of these. Some of these have videos that you can watch. Right, so these are due before the first Zoom meeting of the week, which is on Wednesday. So you need to go through these, and this is just, the reason why it's a 70% cutoff for passing is that it's just an introduction. You're not expected to master, but you need to have introduced yourself to the material. So this is the stuff that in the old days I would have lectured about. Now, you basically I've converted all of my lecture notes to things that I normally would have stood in front of a class and told you about. Now you engage with them here. Then there'll be Zoom meetings. You'll see the link to the Zoom for the class discussion, so you'll join there. It's important that you create an account and log in using your Indiana State email address. And the reason for this is I'll be creating breakout groups that you'll be working with throughout the semester. So it's important that you sign in correctly, and that way you can get automatically sent to your group. Okay. So each week there will be, and it'll be available under current week, it's some sort of worksheet and discussion questions that we'll be spending Wednesday and Friday going through. And there will also be shared with you slides. And this is where, so each group will have its own set of slides, and you'll be editing these. I'll be watching live, so that's one way that I can give feedback. And as you go through, you'll be recording your best answers here. Each week, a different person is going to be responsible to be the note taker. Then we'll submit those for your participation points for the week. Right, so learning modules are due before the first Zoom meeting on Wednesdays. Then Wednesday and Friday, you go through those in class. Available at that time will also be the ExpertTA Homework. Right, so this is the online homework system. And when you click on that, that'll open this other site, which you need to register for. There's instructions on how to register and pay there. And there's a variety of questions that you go through here. Now, these are, again, you're still building your mastery. You're not expected to necessarily get everything right the first time, but you should be somewhat careful about how you go through these things, because you get 10 attempts on each one, right? So the idea is those 10 attempts, if you get it wrong, doesn't count against you. But I max it out at 10 because if you're getting close to that, you should be seeking help. Right, so if you seek help from me or if you seek help from the Physics Help Center, then I can reset your attempts if necessary. But make sure that you give yourself plenty of time. These are due on Monday evenings, but make sure that you give yourself plenty of time that you can do a few attempts, and if you think you're really stuck or not getting it, that you can ask for help. The other thing that you should be doing at that time, there's practice quizzes. Gives unlimited attempts, and these are more conceptual questions. Sometimes there's some calculation ones. So the practice one, you can do as many times as you want. It's ungraded, and it draws from a random bank. So you can take it multiple times, and you'll get different questions each time. Check your answers. Often there's feedback available there. Also due on Monday evening is the actual graded quiz. Right, so the graded quiz is very similar, again, drawn from a random pool, many of which will be the same as the practice questions. Yeah, so those are graded and due on Monday evenings. And so the quiz and the ExpertTA homework, that's kind of the wrap up of that, and then there will be new learning modules to get ready for the next week by Wednesday. Okay, then also every other week you'll be assigned explainer videos. So each week you'll either be doing an explainer video or grading. Now the first one is just a self-introduction to get you used to making a video, talking to the camera, getting things concise, and uploading to YouTube. So you'll upload your video to YouTube and share the link here. And then after you've completed that, once the due date is passed, you'll be assigned 3 of your peers' videos to assess and grade, and based on the rubric that I'm sharing. Right. And these videos, other than the first introduction, are you're going to be assigned one of the ExpertTA problems from a previous week.